Now, hip-hop, Kamala Harris, and the Democrat Party have come together to destroy America.
Welcome back, Warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. So today I've got some more bits. Everett Ellison. He is talking about how hip-hop, Kamala Harris, and the Democrat Party have come together to destroy America. That is what we're talking about, plus some other news today. And I will share some clips with you about really other little clips that kind of coincide with what this Everett Ellison is saying. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this at all. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
You know, when I was a boy, I read this story about the guy named Faust and how Faust made a deal with the devil. They called him Mephistopheles. The devil told Faust he'd give him everything he wanted, but at the end, he's going to take his soul. You know, Faust got what he wanted. Oh, he got fame, he got glory, he got women, he got it all. But then when the devil tried to come and take his soul, Faust tried to buck a little bit, didn't help him. No, he was taken to hell. The devil always gets his due. Guys, we're seeing this happen in real time in the United States of America right now. It is happening in a concentrated way when you look at the life of Sean P. Diddy Combs. It's an American tragedy in some ways, but it also gives us hope in others. It gives us hope that evil doesn't always reign supreme, that some of these people finally get their due. The hip-hop culture started back in the 90s, well, late 80s, actually. And when it first started, it was an anomaly. I was in my early 30s, late 20s when it first started. So it didn't really have an effect on me. I was kind of amazed at it because it was so dirty, it was so nasty that I didn't pay much attention to it. But I was always concerned about what it was going to do to the children being born at that time, knowing that the arts control the culture and the culture controls the politics. It was Socrates, Plato that said, I don't want to meet the man that makes the laws. I want to meet the man that writes the songs and tells the stories. Because that's the guy that controls the culture, and the culture controls the man that writes the laws. Thomas Wolfe, who said that the culture or the arts elevated to a set of beliefs. Listen to me now. The culture is the arts elevated to a set of beliefs. That means that if you want to control society, you don't control politics. You don't control the culture. No. You control the arts. When you learn something, what is it called? You learn to fight martial arts. When you go to school, you get your Bachelor of Arts degree. Arts is learning. You're an artist. Oratory is an art. Filmmaking is an art. Writing books is an art form. We learn from the arts. And hip-hop was not only an art form, hip-hop became a culture. Now, I remember when they started calling it a culture, and I said, where did that come from? I know them ignorant jokers in the ghettos and things didn't come up with that. What's happening here? Well, at first it started, Sugar Hill Gang and guys rapping about being happy and rapping about chasing girls and this and that and the other. That was all right. But then all of a sudden, in the late 80s and early 90s, this gangster rap stuff started coming out. And it was a negative, murderous, nasty type of music. They glorified hate, glorified killing police, glorified fighting. The world had never seen anything like that before.
We never seen anything like that before. And you saw the pictures of Tupac and Snoop Dogg, and it looked just very demonic and dark, just those images that he just showed right now. And let me just go kind of like go back to it a little bit. Just back just a little, just to look at this. If I could get back to it. Looking at this right here. Look at how dark that is and sinister that is. You've got tattoos. You've got, this dark hoodie over Snoop Dogg and over Tupac. It's very dark and sinister, and how Ice Cube is mugging over here to the left. You got Dr. Dre. This and the things that they will call the bad boys. And it promoted, like he said, a lot of unaliving. It promoted sexual debauchery. It promoted all sorts of things. It promoted everything demonic and hellish. And I want us to think about the Democratic Party. I want you to think about it, because he just said at the beginning, hip hop, Kamala Harris, and the Democratic Party. Where do you think all this stuff came from? There is a reason behind it. It didn't just come about for no apparent reason. This was pushed onto the Black community, and art controls the culture, and the culture controls the politics. Because I've noticed recently that whatever's pushed in the media, the Democrats control the media, and they push this same thing: the debauchery of the different types of sex, changing how God made you, unaliving of unborn children. That's what's in the music, and it got into the culture, and the culture affects the politics. So that is the reason why. And I want us to think about that. And again, look at this picture and how sinister and dark it looks.
We listen to Motown, My Girl. We listen to Marvin Gaye, What's Going On. We listen to Elvis, Suspicious Minds. The music was always about something, about life, about love, about what's going wrong in society, but it never glorified things like violence, never glorified murder, never glorified calling women the B word and the W word. This was something new. We were expecting it to be snuffed out, that the government was going to do something, or that the courts are going to do something to say, no, this stuff is obscene. Take it and put it somewhere where children can never, ever hear it. No. That didn't happen. And you know why that didn't happen? That didn't happen because the Democratic Party saw it as a means of control. I know what y'all saying already. We done saw Donald Trump with Lil Wayne and maybe 50 Cent. That's just Donald Trump with a few rappers. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris had a celebration of hip-hop at the White House. Barack Obama had a bunch of hip-hop and dirty rappers in the Oval Office. They glorify this thing on a whole other level now, and they're still talking about shooting, fighting, killing police, knocking the fool. That ain't changed. If anything, now they worse. Case in point, Kamala Harris come on stage in Atlanta, one of her first speeches after getting the nomination. Who she bring on stage with her? Megan Thee Stallion.
Wow.
And Megan was shaking. Had two other girls on the other side of her just shaking. Then she had Offset come on. He a rapper. Been in jail 15, 20 times. And had them speaking for her. Why? Because she see herself as part of that crazy, nasty, malcontented, stupid, satanic culture. Hip-hop culture is sex, violence, and materialism. All they talk about is the women they got, jokers they done shot, and how much money and gold they got. That's the hip-hop culture. And the Democratic Party sees value in it. But this is a murderous, dangerous, satanic culture. So I knew that a whole lot of them have gotten killed in the past. Mm-hmm. So I just looked up something online. So I asked the question, how many rappers have been shot to death? Mm-hmm. And I said, Lord have mercy. They listed 77 that they know of. Now listen to me. 77 rappers. They say that the death of a rapper is 35 times more than the death of just a normal human being in the United States of America. The odds of a rapper getting murdered is 35 times more than the odds of any other person in the United States of America. That's how dangerous this culture is. Some of the rappers that have gotten shot. Let me see. Scott LaRock, he got killed in 1987. Paul C, in 89. Charisma, he got killed in 1993. He was 20. Stretch got killed in 1995. He's 27. This dude by the name of Seagram, he got killed in 1996. He's 26. Oh, here's the big one, Tupac. Tupac Shakur got killed September 13th, 1996. Tupac was just 25 years old. G Slim got killed 1996 at 21. Notorious B.I.G. Wow. Okay, Tupac got killed in 1996, September 1996. B.I.G. got killed March 9th, 1997. Wow, I didn't know it was that close. He was just 24. And we ain't going down the line, man. It's just, all of them got these crazy names. Freaky Tan got killed in 99. J Master J, yeah, he was with Run DMC. J Master got killed in 2002. He was kind of old. He was 37. The sad thing is, the average age of these guys getting shot is about 27 years old. 27. Nevertheless, they pull this wicked lifestyle and they elevate it as something that we should all aspire to. Something they put in front of our children is something they should be doing. Why would they do that?
Why?
Another rapper named Trouble. He got killed in Atlanta. He was 34, 2022. Nadi Osama. He got killed July 9th, 2022. He was 14. 14! My boy was 14 years old and got shot. Lord have mercy. Nadi Osama got killed in Manhattan at 14? What are you doing rapping at 14? That boy should have been in school somewhere. Lord have mercy. And they always trying to put these little black boys into this stuff. Last one they got on the list is a guy by the name of Julio Fulio. Julio got shot June 23rd, 2024. Julio was 26 years old. Yo, this ain't funny. 77. But they want to elevate this sick lifestyle. We can't count the ones that they put in jail. I think XXL magazine got 26 rappers, big rappers that are in jail right now. There's a bunch of little small rappers that are in jail. Fetty Wap's in jail. Blueface is in jail. Casanova is in jail. And Mystical is in jail. Seems like none of them want to use their real name, do they? All of them got street names. They don't want to use the name that mama gave them. It's a sick culture. Nevertheless, Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party elevates this culture, highlights it, invites the leader of it, of this culture to the White House. Why would they do such a thing when the facts show that it is absolutely, positively destructive?
He's going to tell us right now, but y'all, look at it's black people. And, you know, it just really bothers me because Democrats destroy black people. They destroy black families through welfare, through not allowing school choice, pouring things into the neighborhood that cause us to unalive ourselves. They are behind every destructive thing imaginable. They put out debauchery of different lifestyles. They promote it in the school systems. They got DEI, which is not diversity of thinking, but diversity of how you look. They promote CRT. They promote chaos and division. They want the black to hate the white to hate the black. This party is the problem for every single thing that is going on wrong. And you notice that it's the black rappers that are out here. This is being pushed on the young black men. And who's being put in prison the most? Who is being killed the most before they even reach the age of 30? But yet this is the same group that Barack Obama says should vote for Kamala Harris. You got to remember, Barack Obama nor Kamala Harris are culturally black. They have no heartfelt connection to us other than to see us as a means to an end. They see us as someone that we can just pander to, they can pander to, and then we vote for them. I didn't vote for Barack Obama, and I did not vote for Kamala Harris. I voted for Donald Trump yesterday. So we got to see and look and see who is being targeted. Where are the drugs going to? Which neighborhoods? Which neighborhoods don't have good schools? What's happening? Which neighborhoods have broken up homes? Which neighborhoods have all the Planned Parenthood clinics? Look and pay attention.
Tell you why. Because the Democratic Party is an evil institution. See how simple that is? You don't have to put too much thought into it, man. Evil people can't stop from doing evil. I told you. They're a party of perverts, liars, psychopaths, and anti-Christian victims. Now, you ain't going to get them to bring any gospel music up there when somebody's talking about the blood of Jesus Christ and how Jesus Christ saved them. They'll probably all run out with their heads exploding with that type of music. But if you want to play, shake that, you know what, girl? They all with you on that. Kamala Harris be just dancing. Why is this? But the biggest question to me is, why don't Christians recognize it and act accordingly? It is not their fault. A dog's gonna bark. The Democratic Party has always been evil. The thing is that you people support them. That's the big question. Why you support such an evil institution? I can recall back in like 1989 when Luke Skywalker came up with 2 Live Crew.
Oh,
Had an album called Nasty as It Wanna Be. Album so nasty, I can't even tell you the title of the songs they had on the album. Just nasty. Well, the American Family Association was going to try to do the right thing and get these perverts banned from public radio, which they should have done.
mm-hmm.
Oh, no. The liberals and the Democratic Party said Two Live Crew got a right to be heard. So took them to court. And sure enough, the liberals on the court said, let 2 Live Crew do their thing. And boy, the floodgates opened up then. Next thing you know, it was NWA. N-words with attitude. Gosh, man, and it all went crazy. Then the next thing you know, instead of the churches and the politicians fighting against this noise, you started seeing them hanging out with the rappers. Saw Farrakhan hanging out with the rappers. Started seeing politicians hanging out with the rappers. Preachers, T.D. Jakes and Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson hanging out with the rappers. You know why? Because the rappers started giving large contributions to their organizations, and the organizations started shutting up. See, they knew that this was all about money. So when those billions of dollars started coming in, and somebody wanted to talk, Bad Boy or Def Jam or Death Row, we just give them a large contribution, and they shut up. Oh, yeah, they started giving large contributions to the Democratic Party, and the Democrats started inviting them to the White House. It's amazing how money legitimizes you, isn't it? And now they are part of the establishment.
Wow.
And now they got P. Diddy.
And
then he turned around looking for his friends. He can't find none. From what I hear, they said Diddy got tapes of some of the most powerful people in America and all kind of nasty stuff.
Wow.
That's what they say.
That's what
They say it's going to all come out.
Oh, it's going to come out. Some politicians too. Oh, it's coming out. Preachers and everything else. Democratic Party is a very evil institution, and Vince Everett Ellison describes the Democratic Party as the most evil institution in the history of the world, even past Nazism, which was in World War II time, but Democrats have been around a lot longer.
And this is when we turn back to Faust. P. Diddy wasn't that talented. He did a lot of sampling off other people's music. And his lifestyle showed you that he had made a deal with the devil.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the rest of these young people do. For a few years of fame, they sell their soul. And then when Satan comes to get his due, there's nowhere to run. Nobody to help you. This Faustian deal that he made is a Faustian deal that Americans make with the Democratic Party.
Mm.
The Democratic Party is making a deal with you the same way that these rappers made a deal with the devil. You make a deal with the Democratic Party, you make a deal with the devil also. You're selling your soul.
Wow.
And the same thing that's happening to these rappers are going to happen to you. You're going to have an early death. Your children are going to end up in jail. You're going to end up alone and destitute.
Oh, Vince.
And the devil is going to be having his good time smiling.
Wow. Call her the devil.
One of these jokers die, I'll just hire another. It is no limit to them on the street. You're going to always find some little rapper that's willing to take the money to spread the filth. What does this filth do?
Mm-hmm.
This filth keeps the black community under complete subjugation of the Democratic Party. It keeps you believing the lie that you're black, that you're poor, that if you're a woman, you're nothing but a sex object, that you're nothing. You're dancing to a song, black women, they call you the B word, they call you the W word, they call you the N word. Black men, you're buying songs that call you the N word. Talk about shooting you and killing you. You have these people painted on the sides of your houses and they have murals in your neighborhoods, and you buy pictures and put them on your wall. Same as you do these Democrats. Not understanding you belong to a death cult. So I look at hip hop and I recognize it as that. I recognize it as nothing but a death cult. And when you look at what has happened in the last 3-4 years with the death and the prison sentences and the comeuppance of these most powerful men, and they said that P. Diddy had a net worth of $1 billion. I didn't say $1 million. I said $1 billion. But that billion didn't help him when the feds came down on him, took him to jail. He offered everything he had just to get bail. They said, no, you staying in jail. Mm-hmm. When it came time to pay Faust, nothing he could do. Had a clothing line called Sean John. Macy's done throw the clothes out. Said, nope, don't want to sell them anymore. Howard University gave him a doctorate. Took the doctorate back. So our good friend Kanye West, see how he went down? Lost $1 billion in 1 year. See what happened to R. Kelly? In jail right now. And then we look at the ones that we grew up with. We grew up with Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston. See what happened to all of them? They all died. Found out they were all drug addicts. Died of drug overdoses.
Died early.
much more evidence do you need? When I was growing up as a boy, all the people that died, and this is not a good thing, they were dying of drug overdoses, Jimi Hendrix, Morrison, Janis Joplin. These young men now are getting shot, shooting in the street. I mean, they killed that dude in Memphis. They shot him 60 times. They came out the store and just lit him up. And you ask, what is this all about? They shot Nipsey Hussle. He came out of the store and just shot him up. I mean, it's a crazy environment, and the Democratic Party elevates this environment. They lift it up.
Yep.
They say that it is virtuous, and they use it as a paradigm of virtue. And you good Christian people seem to not understand that your children are dying behind it.
Yep.
The people that follow behind this ideology are destroyed. There's nothing good about it, but that's them. I tried to avoid this Diddy thing as long as I possibly could.
Me too. Me too.
But I saw how it just tied in to all the problems we're having in the Black community right now. And then all the problems we're having in America. Because a lot of young white people are dying behind this foolishness also. I see them walking around, pants sagging, trying to be cool, fighting in the street. This is the warning. This election needs to be an election against the Democratic Party, against the hip-hop culture, against all of it. This is the tipping point where we are looking at a society that has lost itself, that has lost its bearings. They don't know what right is and what wrong is anymore. One of my greatest and favorite writers, C.S. Lewis, talked about this time. He called it the Shadowland. He said, when you look at this world and how terrible it is, we have to always remember that we're living in the Shadowland. This is not where God intends for us to be. That our minds cannot even imagine the beauty and the splendor that God has for us.
Our minds cannot even imagine the splendor and the beauty of the things that God has for us. I can only imagine, but I can't imagine anything so beautiful. So this world is very temporary. And I want us to see the lies and the tricks and the schemes of the enemy. It is in the music. And this goes along with what I've been saying all along. I mean, what music we listen to, what we let our eyes see and our ears hear, the music, the movies, the TV. Satan is the prince of the airways. It actually does something to our souls. And I can tell when I'm talking to someone, if I talk to them long enough, or if the conversation goes into certain areas, especially politics, I can tell when they've been indoctrinated by the media. I can. I was talking with some friends and they tried to go along with the fact that sometimes people are born in the wrong body. I said, that person doesn't need to do anything with their bodies. They need psychological help. And the car got completely quiet. They said absolutely nothing. They were so quiet because the truth is they're trying to get us, the evil powers that be, and Vince calls it the Democrat Party, trying to get us to think a certain way, to try and go along with the evil, to call good evil and evil good. That's what they're doing. And when you have a presidential candidate, and I like to call President Trump, who is flawed, yes, but his laws are good. He can't stand the enderism stuff. He can't stand men playing in women's sports, no matter how they identify. He cannot stand the idea of men going into locker rooms and bathrooms with women. He can't stand it. He thinks it's crazy. And he's right to think it. Now, he has his flaws, but his laws line up more with my Christian sensibilities. He wants to bring back law and order and Judeo-Christian values and protect the country and get us back on track so the economy will be better, so people can flourish, so people can raise their children how they see fit. But a lot of people are going to see it as something wrong because the evil powers that be have conspired together on both sides of the political aisle to take a person down in the name of Donald Trump, who actually wants to clean things up. Can you imagine? Just imagine for a moment. Work with me now. Just imagine. Let your mind go there. You're trying to do the best that you can, but there's evil all around you. And people who are working with you, some of them are stabbing you in the back. Some of them are getting paid up under the table. They're getting paid to turn on you. Even members of your own family are being paid to turn on you. And they put it all together and they wrap it up in a narrative. They own the media. So the media is spewing these same lies. And if you watch ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, all of them, they are repeating the same thing. He's a threat to democracy. He's a threat to democracy. He's a threat to democracy. And they believe if they keep telling a lie long enough that people will believe it. And people don't know that when they watch the news, that the news is lying to them. They think the news is credible. They don't realize that the news is bought out by the Democrats and that they're saying what the Democrats want them to say. Haven't you guys noticed that they don't even hide their bias anymore? Some people see through the BS. Some people are not buying it. But those who are lazy, those who are indoctrinated, those who just don't see, who don't have the scales falling from their eyes, they got blinders on, they can't see that. I don't want to belabor the point, but you guys get the point, okay? Talk to your friends, loved ones, neighbors, everyone. We got to be mindful of what we let into our tabernacle. And that just leads up to the fact that it'll be the Feast of Tabernacles. That's right, today at sundown, and I will not be doing a live today. So you will not have a live from me today because I will be observing the feast. And I look forward to this time because I work very, very hard. Just to show you some of these rappers that have died at an early age. This is the rapper Houdini. This is the name of this rapper here. His name is Houdini. And his real name is DeMargio Antonio Jenkins. And he died at the age of 21. Okay. This is absolutely insane to me that these people die so young. King Von was killed in 2019 at the age of 26. King Von. And we already know about Tupac and Biggie Smalls. We already know about these rappers. Some of them we already know because they're super, super famous, but look at their ages. Pop Smoke, dead at the age of 20. And this was in February 2020. If you don't think for a moment that this whole hip hop thing was orchestrated by an evil governmental entity, I don't know what to tell you. And it's the party that Black people tend to vote for, the party that destroys us. They want to get rid of us. And ultimately, not just Black people. We were just the ones that started off with, but everyone else as well. Thank you all. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors.